Welcome to the World Language School, where learning English is easy, fun, and free. Maybe you're very excited to watch this video because you want to improve your English, or maybe you're very interested in learning how to improve your English vocabulary. Did you hear that? Have you ever noticed how often we use the word very while speaking? This actually happens at all levels, whether you're a beginner or a native speaker, and if you're like most people, it probably shows up a lot in your conversations and writing. Now let's compare these two sentences. The dinner was very good. The dinner was delicious. Which one grabs your attention more? By replacing very with a word like delicious, you're painting a clearer picture, adding more feeling to the sentence. It shows that you've chosen your words carefully and you want to share something more meaningful and honestly also showing off your English knowledge. In this video, we're going to give you some practical tips that will help you to replace very with stronger, more effective words so you can sound more like a native speaker as well as more polished, confident, and clear. But before we start, please don't forget to subscribe and click the bell. We're always making new videos to help you improve your English quickly and easily and free. Your support means the world to us. Thank you. So, are you ready? Let's go. Here are 20 better alternatives to very. Let's start on a positive note and with an easy adjective, happy. So, very happy. How many times have you said that? I am very happy to see you. Or you can say, I am ecstatic or overjoyed to see you. But can you say, I am very ecstatic or very overjoyed? No, you can't. And do you know why? The reason is that these are extreme adjectives which are non-gradable. Did you know that some adjectives are gradable while others are non-gradable? Now, what am I talking about? Well, most adjectives are gradable. This means they can have different levels of that quality. For example, you can be a bit tired, very tired, or extremely tired. But some adjectives are non-gradable. For example, something can't be a bit finished or very finished. You can't be a bit dead or very dead. These adjectives describe absolute qualities. To make them stronger, we have to use modifiers like absolutely, totally, or completely. Thank you for the present. It was absolutely perfect, not very perfect. This building was totally destroyed by the earthquake, not very destroyed by the earthquake. My project is completely finished. Now I can relax. You can't say very finished. Adjectives like amazing, awful, or boiling are also non-gradable. They already contain the idea of very in their definitions. They are called extreme adjectives. If we want to make extreme adjectives stronger, we have to use absolutely or really. The show was absolutely amazing, not very amazing. They were absolutely exhausted after traveling so many hours by bus, not very exhausted. My day today was really awful, not very awful. So, it actually makes sense, doesn't it? Did you know about gradable and non-gradable adjectives? Write it in the comments below if you have any doubts and we'll be happy to reply. So now let's go back to learning some alternatives to very plus adjective. Let's look at number 2. Let's look at beautiful. The sunset was very beautiful. It's a perfectly good sentence and it is correct. But if I say the sunset was breathtaking. Well, it has a completely different sound to it. So breathtaking, it is so beautiful that it takes your breath away. Now, you can say absolutely breathtaking, but not very breathtaking. Very busy. That's me all the time. And I can definitely say I am completely swamped. The team was very busy or was swamped with the tasks all day. Now let's look at very angry. When the delivery arrived 2 hours late, Maria was furious and asked to speak to the manager. Very big is huge or enormous. The new shopping center is huge. It covers almost an entire city block. You could also say enormous in the place of huge. Very bad, you could say horrible. The food at the restaurant was horrible. I couldn't finish a single bite. Very clean. Spotless. After spending the whole afternoon scrubbing, the kitchen was spotless. Very cold. Freezing. Don't forget your coat. It's freezing outside tonight. Very dirty. Filthy. The workers had spent all day in the muddy field, so their boots were filthy when they came inside. Very funny. Hilarious. The comedian's act was hilarious. Or the comedian's joke was so hilarious that the entire audience burst into uncontrollable laughter. Very good could be wonderful, or excellent, or superb, or amazing. Lots of options for you. So your presentation was excellent. The visuals were clear, the explanations were concise, and everyone left truly impressed. Have you ever heard the word scorching? Well, it is a great replacement for very hot. It's scorching outside today. Remember to wear sunscreen and stay hydrated. Very hungry, you could say starving or famished. Both are vivid ways to replace very hungry. For example, I haven't eaten breakfast. I'm absolutely starving. Or after the long hike, we were all famished and couldn't wait for dinner. Very important. How many times have you said that? Well, you could instead use crucial. It's crucial to submit the report by Friday. Very loud. Deafening. When the band started playing, the music was deafening. I could feel the floor shake. Very quiet could be replaced by silent. The library was completely silent. You could hear a pin drop. Now, this is an expression in English to hear a pin drop when something is very silent. Very rich, you could say wealthy. She comes from a wealthy family that owns businesses around the world. So don't say very sad, say devastated. He was devastated when he heard the news about his friend. Very small, you can say tiny. Look at this tiny puppy. It fits in the palm of my hand. And the last one is very strong. You can say powerful. The speaker delivered a powerful message. So that was number 20, and I am supposed to finish here, but I still want to share 2 more. Really sorry, bear with me, but I really like these 2. So instead of saying the very tall mountain, you can say that the mountain towered above the clouds, or a towering skyscraper rose above all the other buildings in the city. So instead of very tall, you can say tower. And what about very tired? You can say exhausted. After the long meeting yesterday, I was exhausted. This can be used both mentally and physically. Hope you're not too exhausted after this video, so you will hit the like button and help us deliver more free content. So, eliminating very from your vocabulary can be challenging, especially if you've been using it for years. One way to practice eliminating very from your vocabulary is to read aloud whatever you write. As you read, note any instances when you use the word very and replace it with a more descriptive word. This will help you become more aware of how often you use this filler word and give you the opportunity to make your writing and speaking more vivid and engaging. It takes time to change habits, so don't get discouraged if you slip up occasionally. Remember, mastering a language is all about practice and perseverance. So keep watching, keep practicing, and don't be afraid to make mistakes. That's how we grow as learners. And remember, as we say in English, practice makes perfect. Thanks for watching and keep practicing your English with us at the World Language School. See you next time.